Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Today, I have some beverages for you to choose from, or you can have both. I have quite a bit of stuff to show you, so you might want to get a drink. Hence, rose lemonade, or blueberry soda, caffeine-free each. Does one of these appeal to you? You want to look at the ingredients? Sure. Here. Set those over there so you can check this out. And then, I also have some snacks. And by snacks, I mean food. No, that's not a snack, that's decoration. Well, this is a quince. I stole it from our neighbor. Well, they never pick them, so I just kind of thought while I was on my walk that it looked nice and I wanted to have it inside. A quince is kind of like if an apple never got sweet or if a pear had an attitude. It's very tart, very crisp. I think people use it to make syrups for like fancy cocktails, and I believe you can make jam and jelly out of it, that sort of thing. I don't think most people just eat them. Or if they do, they really like tart things. I don't. I like sweet things, which is why I bought 3 types of figs today. Mostly actually because I didn't know the difference between the 3 types, and the best way is to compare. Well, the best way to find out. But I think the way to do anything is compare. These are the ones I knew I'd had before, brown figs. They're actually kind of the least flavorful, but they are very soft. And these are little black figs, and they have a very berry-like almost flavor. They're very strong, but they're not, I don't think these are as ripe, maybe, but they're still really good. And then these ones, these are white figs. I know, they're green, but they're called white figs. Hear me out. These are the best ones. These taste like maybe doing ecstasy. I don't know. I can't really explain. You've never had a fig. Okay. Figs are like, they're kind of sandy inside, but not in like a gritty way. Just, there's bits, little fruit bits, kind of like an inverted raspberry. Or how do I describe a fig? They're an experience. Figs are also pollinated by a specific type of fig wasp, and the wasp like dies inside and stays in there. So like, I don't know, I used to have a mental block against, why is this one straight and this one's curly? I almost want to fix that. I feel like I should get a little cup of water. No, I don't see any water out. Oh, there's condensation on this bottle. That should do it. No. Did not do it. Oh, I don't even remember. I was talking about figs and how they're pollinated and the wasp dies inside. And some people think that's really weird, so I also sometimes think that's really weird and used to kind of have a mental block against eating figs. But I don't know, they just looked so good today. That's gonna... slightly better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm vain and looking at myself, so it seemed important. Maybe it's not. The green figs are the best ones. I think I said that. That mostly wraps it up. You can try them all. I'm not gonna eat any in front of you because I don't like the sound of people eating, so I'm not gonna do that to you. But you can try them all. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna scoot those over towards you. Yeah, the green ones. Definitely try those last because they'll ruin the other ones. I know. Yeah. While we're on the subject of food, before I move on to anything else, or would you rather me kind of scatter it up? I'll scatter it up. This candle, by the way, is Santa's Cookies by Yankee Candle. It smells pretty good. It smells pretty good. And I have fancy tools for wick clipping and putting it out at the end. This one just removes all the oxygen from the space around the candle so it can't burn anymore. And then I lit it. You didn't get to see because this is multiple takes in. This is a plasma lighter. Doesn't use fire. Uses plasma. I don't know, makes me feel powerful. So you've had your drink, you have snacks. Told you about the quince, told you about the candle. Now I'm going to tell you about these Wii games. Yeah. This is my copy of, well, it's actually not in here because it's inside the Wii. Animal Crossing City Folk. This was made in 2008. I think I've had it since at least 2010, maybe 2009. It's hard to say. I'm a 2002 baby, so this is incredibly significant to my brain functioning. And my babysitter showed me this game when I was growing up. She showed me all the ropes. She showed me every way to get golden tools, ways to upgrade your house like crazy, ways to make money super fast. She was the GOAT. Emily, thank you. And this one you were in the trenches with City Folk compared to if you played New Horizons. New Horizons is like bliss. New Horizons is like easy in comparison to if you planted a tree in City Folk, you had to water it every day or it would die. And if you walked across it, it would die. It was so easy to mess up a tree, even a hardwood tree, just a regular tree. And you couldn't cut down any trees in your town. In that game, you had to plant them. I mean, you could cut them down, but then you'd have to plant more because Perfect Town in that game was lots of trees, not fewer. It was very complicated. And they would actually get mad at you when you would come back. They'd be like, you think they're sad and mad in New Horizons? You've never seen the reactions in City Folk. Or you've played City Folk and I'm over explaining it to you. It doesn't matter. But yeah, and you could only get foreign fruit by traveling to someone else's island. There was no island tours or boating or flying. No, it was just the bus or the gates. You had to know someone. It's crazy. Here's another two classics. Or no, it got broken up. Two classics. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games and Mario and Sonic at the Summer Games, London 2012. I don't know if anyone had that one, but I know Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games has been a hard hitter when I bring up Wii stuff to people. See on here, it was all about trampoline for me. And what else did I do on here? Here's the booklet. Contents. Rhythmic rhythm. I did not just say that. Rhythmic ribbon from the gymnastics. I did all the gymnastics stuff. Uneven bars. I did not swim. I did not throw things or sprint. I might have done fencing. Wasn't there something crazy on this one, like the crazy trampoline jumping? Like a party jump situation. What was that? Maybe I'm remembering something else. And then the winter one. The winter one had, oh, no booklet. Had ice skating and what else did I do in the winter one? Probably skiing. Oh, tobogganing was fun. I gotta play these. I gotta get back into that. Okay. Talking classics. We won't save the classic of all classics. Classic to me? Oh. That looks warped. SimCity Creator. I played this game. This is the only Sims game I've ever played. Don't stone me. I just can't get into it. I don't know. It's too much. Too much going on. I've also never played Dress to Impress, which people keep talking about. I played Covet Fashion on my phone. I overplayed that game. I'm not gonna get into Covet. But SimCity Create, I would build a town very poorly just to destroy it with the natural disaster / unnatural disasters that they had for it. Yeah, you can see right here, you can send Godzillas. I don't know, it was really fun. That was kind of a maniacal thing I did when I was 12. And then I still play this. This is my preferred version of Monopoly, like in all settings. Monopoly Streets. Yeah, I actually can't describe how much I love this game. It's like if Monopoly had pizzazz. It's like when the little dude has his personality and it makes it so much more entertaining, and the animations make it so much more engaging. Playing a real game of Monopoly is boring. You cannot deny. In a way that Clue isn't boring for me. I can get way too into Clue. I will give up, especially on the classic version of Monopoly. You can customize all the rules in here, and it's your own official version because it's your custom rules. Boom. Then, the best Wii game to ever hit Earth, to ever be published. Just Dance 2. 40 plus songs. Might I add, Rasputin, Walk Like an Egyptian, Jungle Boogie. What's another insane classic that's on here? Toxic, but it's not Britney Spears' version. There's like, I can't even begin to describe all of these games. This is like deep in my soul. This one was published 2006. Probably some of you were born in 2006. That's disturbing. Disturbing. Okay. Enough Wii games. I just Walk Like an Egyptian can make me happy in a way that no other thing can. Do you like the figs? Told you the green ones were the best, right? I know, they're like different type of fruity. They almost taste tropical. I know. It's great. So, before we get into anything meatier, since that ended up taking a little while, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nope, we're gonna get weird. Don't worry about it. This is crinkly, just so you know. When you think of cinnamon sticks, you probably think of something that looks like this, right? It's hard. You can hit it and it won't shatter. And it's kind of curled like that. Makes a nice clatter. Smells spicy in a hot way. This is not cinnamon. I mean, it is, but it's not good cinnamon. This vanilla. This is what you want. It looks significantly barkier because it's not. It's like they scrape it off the tree and it rolls itself, whereas this is artificially rolled inner bark of a different tree, completely different tree, grows somewhere else. There's actually at least 4 types of cinnamon that I'm aware of, and Chinese cinnamon is the most commonly sold red hot cassia cinnamon, I believe it's called. That's the type that makes, you know, like the red hot flavor, or those little, you know, cinnamon gum, that sort of thing. Cinnamon mouthwash. I hate it. I hate it. That's good cinnamon for savory dishes. But if you're gonna cook, I should say bake, if you're gonna make something like cinnamon rolls, if you're going to, even cinnamon toast, just something sweet cinnamon, you want cinnamon like this. And they sell it ground too. It'll usually be labeled Saigon cinnamon, sometimes Mexican cinnamon, or what else do they call it sometimes? There's another name, I can't remember, but it's a sweeter bark. It's not as harsh, and it is delicious. I just love how different they are. I love that they're for different things, but I hate how many people don't know that they're using the wrong cinnamon. I can't eat Panera cinnamon rolls because they're, one, lemon glaze on a cinnamon roll. Bad idea. But truly, it's the wrong cinnamon. This is a jar that I found at my local co-op. Ancient method malt syrup. Sprouting organic U.S. barley turns whole grain complex carbs into sugars. Water extracted, concentrated to make syrup. More than a cup of the malt syrup to replace 1 cup of sugar because it's not as sweet. But I don't use it to replace sugar so much as add flavor to things where I might add sugar that it doesn't call for. Like, this is really, really good in soups and stews, and when I'm braising anything, this is going in the sauce. If I would ever make stuffing from scratch, I would add some of this. It's got a really nice caramely and malted flavor. Malting is literally just sprouting a grain or seed or anything, even a legume, but I think mostly malt grains, because malt is beer we're talking about, or malted milk powder, we're talking about milkshakes. It's all usually barley malt, but you can malt any grain. But I like the flavor of barley malt because I love malted milk powder. I put it in anything, everything. It's disturbing. Don't worry about it. Next, real quick. Hello, Bunka. He's mad at me because I dismissed him earlier. Because he was licking himself when I was trying to film. I didn't think he wanted to hear that. This is a painting I bought from a woman named Susie Lauder, who mostly paints expressionistic happy paintings, it says on the back. And you can see that it's painted on all the edges, which I think is beautiful. And I'm going to hang it somewhere. I haven't decided where yet, but I don't know. I think it's fun. Excuse me. And then I believe it's time to show you shells. Shells or book? Book, shells, books. Is that the order? I think that'll be the order. So this book is the Usborne Princess Handbook by Susanna Davidson, and the art is by Mike Gordon and Hannah Ahmed. So the chapter order goes: how to be a princess, how to dress, how to move, how to talk, how to eat, and then chapter 6 is marrying a prince. Right, because at the beginning they tell you if you want to be a princess, it helps to be born into the right family, and the right family is a royal family. But even if your parents are just plain Mr. and Miss, or Mr. and Mrs. really, so there's no need to panic. You could have been adopted. Your birth parents, for all you know, could be king and queen of a very exotic country. This is the art style going on here. Oh, that was poor angling. Oh, yeah, I just love how this entire book looks. There's a princess test. It's a little quiz. If you mostly answer A's, you're a princess at heart. If you answer B's, you're on the right track. And C answers are like dig deep. There's a demonstration of your example palace, all the different rooms, and talking about princess ghosts, talking about how to deal with servants and what all the different staff are for. And these are descriptions of fairy tale or real princesses. And then how to dress. This is the stuff I remember most. I don't actually follow most of this advice anymore, but it was fun to think about when I was a kid. I also had an interesting relationship with the idea of being a princess for a long time, since I'm trans, and I don't like a lot of feminine descriptors like that, but princess is one that will always be right for me. Oh, these are more real dresses and real ladies. This is the fun part. I like to just princess history. I should have read history books instead of this stuff, because Princess Victoria, later Queen of Great Britain. Oh, these are just talking about body shapes, which is pseudoscience as fuck. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and different tiara styles. I don't know. This is the kind of information I needed as a child. A quiz about whether or not you're graceful, which is when I became aware that I was not graceful. How to be polite. See, I needed this stuff. I am still an undiagnosed autistic child at heart. Still child at heart, because how am I supposed to let go when I was never? Okay. It was so, that book makes me happy. I hope you understand. I'm not telling you to read it. I just wanted to show you because it makes me happy. I will do ASMR book recs though. That actually sounds really fun now that I think about it. We found this whole whelk shell, almost whole, in North Carolina when we were just there for vacation. And these are also a bunch of things we just found while we were there. Oh my gosh, this is a bunch. Mostly jingle, which is, you'll see, but this is part of a crab shell. And this is, shoot, I don't remember what type of clam this is, but this is a type of clam. I believe. Or mussel. Hard to say. And then, this is a piece of a snail shell. I don't remember what this guy's called, but it's got like a shelf inside, so it looks like a TIE fighter. And then there's another one. Is that what that's called? Is that what I'm thinking of? Probably not. Help me. I don't remember names of ships from things that I watch. It's a type of Star Wars ship that moves like that. Is it one of the ones that's in the 2D Star Wars? Anyway, there's another snail top, and these are called baby's ears. They're so cute. You can't really see the spirals because they're not focusing for some reason, but they're so cute. And then almost all of this is jingle. It's the shiny remains of, I believe they're the insides of oysters, but they just get so shiny sitting in the sand, getting worn down by the waves. This one's almost copper. They kind of have a glint that the camera's not picking up. And now there's dirt inside my nail from picking up these things, and that looks gross. Okay. This one's silver. Is there a white one? Yeah. White jingle might be some of the prettiest because it looks like metal. And then, here's another piece. Look at that. Oh, this is like really fragile. Hi, Bunka. Hi, Bunka. And then like this one is also silver, but it's so shinier. Oh my goodness. How it picks up the candlelight. They're just, ugh. That's all I would stand around on the beach looking for was jingle. And I'd find anything else. End up, while I'm looking for the jingle bit. I was always just looking for that. It's my favorite. I want to learn how to make jewelry with it, but I also feel scared of breaking it. So, because it's fragile. But that's why we brought it home in this container. And, oh my gosh, 28 minutes already. And then, I don't know, maybe I won't even get into my journals today. Maybe that's another video. I just really want some figs now. Yeah, I do. Well, I was going to show you how I put this out, but it's not burnt all the way to the edge. And candles have a memory, so the wax will only burn as far as it burns the first time. I don't remember how that works. Don't ask me to explain it. Something about how the lipids restructure, but I hope you'll pardon me for ending this just so I can eat some of those figs. And maybe have a soda. Maybe have a beer. I sincerely thank anyone who stuck around, is still here at the end of the video. My brain feels like it's going to melt and fart and die, so I'm gonna stop now, but